What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2020 movie Soul. This movie just premiered on Disney Plus yesterday, and it was originally supposed to go to theaters and everything, but because of everything going on this year, it got moved to Disney Plus, and so I feel it's really kind of a shame, because I would have loved to get to see this movie on the big screen and everything, but it is what it is. The movie is directed by Pete Docter, who has directed some of Pixar's best movies, Monsters Inc., Up, and Inside Out, and this is his fourth movie as a director, and I gotta say, I was really anticipating this movie. It was one of my most anticipated movies of the year because of him directing it, and I gotta say, this movie really was really good. I'm gonna keep it spoiler free since this movie just came out, but pretty much the movie follows a music teacher named Joe Gardner, who is on the verge of finally making it big, is a musician, and he ends up getting his soul stuck in an in-between world, and he's having to try to find a way to reunite with his body. And that's all I'm going to really say about the plot. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. But no, I thought this was a really good movie. It was, like I said, it was one of my most anticipated movies, and I went in here expecting a lot out of it, and I really didn't feel disappointed. Pete Docter is so good at telling these kind of stories, and this kind of feels like a spiritual sequel to Inside Out in a way. But I really did enjoy this movie. The voice cast in here is great, especially Jamie Foxx's Joe Gardner. He just fits the role really well, and Tina Fey, who is this other soul that's going with him on his journey. She's really funny in here and fits the role really well. She's really funny, but at the times when she needs to be serious and stuff like that, she does a really good job, and the voice acting from both of them is really good, and the animation in here is just stunning. I thought Toy Story 4's animation was amazing and everything, but it seems like every year Pixar's animation gets just a little bit better with every movie, and this movie's no exception. The animation is just absolutely stunning throughout the whole movie, and I could tell from the trailers that it was going to look really good, but it was even better than I imagined. And the music in here is really good, like John Batiste, I hope I said his name right, does like some of the songs and stuff in here, and they're really good. He does a really good job on them, and Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross also help with the score, and they're really good too. Like this has one of the best, some of the best music in a Pixar movie in recent years. And there's been some really great ones, but I think this has some of the most memorable and some of the best and everything. And this movie does pull at the heartstrings and has its emotional moments like you would expect from a Pixar movie, and I knew that this movie was going to, just because of what the story's about, and being from Pete Docter, who's given us two of the most emotional Pixar movies, Inside Out and Up. I went in knowing to expect that, and I really didn't feel disappointed. I think it's just a really good movie. It's easily one of my favorite movies of the year, if not my favorite movie. and it's definitely the best animated movie I've seen this year, which, to be honest, hasn't been a lot anyway. But it just, it's a lot of fun, and I definitely would recommend it. It had a lot of good humor and stuff too, which I was not expecting. I wasn't expecting this movie to be as funny as it was. There's a lot of really legit hilarious stuff, and there was a lot of stuff that took me by surprise, like a lot of the stuff, especially during the second act of the movie, that I wasn't expecting. Of course, I tried to keep away from the trailers so that nothing would be spoiled for me and everything, and I think I did a good job, because a lot of this stuff that happened in this movie I was not expecting, and I really liked that. I do think the ending was somewhat predictable, but it kept you guessing. There were two or three things about it that I thought ways it could go and everything, and it did go one of the ways, but it was still fun getting up to that point and finding out how it was going to end and everything. So, but yeah, I really love this movie. I think it's a really great movie. I definitely would recommend it. It's on Disney Plus. I don't know if it'll get released on Blu-ray or not. I hope it does, because I definitely want to add it to my Pixar collection. But if you do have Disney Plus, I definitely would recommend watching it and everything. I really wish that Disney would give it a theatrical release, because this movie really deserves so much more than what they're giving it. I know it's been a hard year and everything, and they just wanted to get it released, but I wish that this would have gone to theaters. So I'd say I'd give Soul a 9.5 out of 10. I am gonna be doing my ranking of the 4 movies that Pete Docter directed, and I'll be doing an updated Pixar ranking sometime in the next few days. I'm thinking about giving this movie a rewatch one more time, just to make 100% sure that I have it where I want to have it in my ranking and stuff. But so I'll be doing those at some point. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Soul if you've seen the movie, and if you comment, please keep it spoiler free. That way, don't run it for anybody else, because this is a really good movie. I don't want it to be run for anybody and everything. But let me know in the comments what you think of this movie, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.